If you're still struggling to break free from debt, tired of going paycheck to paycheck, there is a booster sauce for that problem, and I will be talking about some of the ingredients. Hello, my name is Luis Rivera. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, so this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for being here. Categorizing your expenses is what I will be talking about and why this is so important. And we will find out in a minute why it's so important. So how are we going to categorize our expenses? So what we're going to do is we are going to download or print 3 months of our bank statements in which we will see all the expenses that we have had for the last 3 months. So 3 months of bank statements, right? So once we have that printout, then we're gonna go over every expense and we're gonna give it a category. So we're going to find all the expenses that are debts, that would be like car loans, mortgage, student loans, any kind of loan, right? Then we will have the bills, and that would be like uh, electricity bill, water, internet. So those will be like bills that are necessary for the household to function, right? Things that are necessary basically. And then we're gonna have the other list of expenses, and that's gonna be like the day-to-day expenses, in which we have things like shopping, restaurants, entertainment, vacations, grocery, gas, TV streaming, gifts, parties, celebrations, bars, things like that. So, all right, so now we already have our bank statements printed. And so let's look for all the expenses that go with a specific category. Let's say restaurants. We have that category of restaurants, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for every expense that goes with that category, whether you went to a fast food restaurant or you went to a fancy restaurant where you spent a couple of hours there, or if you're buying snacks at the gas station, those are related to food and restaurants. So we're going to put all those expenses in that category. And you're going to do the same thing with all the other expenses. Anything that is related to um, shopping, doesn't matter what store you went to get, like clothing or shoes or whatever it is that you were doing, but you were shopping, then we're going to put all those expenses in that category. And what we're going to do at the end is, since we're going to collect all the expenses for that category for the last 3 months, what we're going to do is we're going to divide the total amount of money that we spent on that expense, and we're going to divide it by 3, which is the 3 months. And what that does is it gives us the average for that expense. So now we know how much we are spending on an average, in that category. Like every month I spend this much for shopping. I spend this much for food and, groceries. So once we have that information, what we're going to do is to figure out if we are overspending or is that a fair expense. Are we spending too much money on that category? Can we reduce that? And I think the beauty of this is that more likely we're going to find out that yes, we are overspending. So when we find out that we are overspending, then we can come up with a more realistic number, something that we can actually handle, and and then stick to that number. So if we are spending $1,000 a month on restaurants or something like that, um, then we can reduce that number and commit to only spend 800. So now you have $200 free from that expense, that category. And we're gonna do the same thing with every category. We can reduce how much we pay for those bills. Let's say if it is electricity, we can reduce the electricity bill by maybe saving electricity, turning all the lights off when we're not using them. Also, you can shop around for different electricity providers and see if they have promotions or lower rates, and switch to those companies if you have to, in order to save some money. So that way we can save money here, save money in this other category, and this other one. That's the purpose of categorizing our expenses. So that way we can see how much we are spending, and then to find a solution, see if we can actually spend less. And so why are we doing this? Well, the purpose of doing this is so that way we can have extra money. From here forward, every month, we can have some extra money. The money that we were overspending, the money that we shouldn't have been spending, now it's going to be there to help us out. There are multiple TV streaming and TV streaming platforms, and we can get a realization there that probably we're not even using all of them. A lot of people have multiple TV streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, Apple TV, Paramount, Peacock. There's so many. I can't even remember all the rest of them, but there are so many. The point is, how many am I using? Am I using just one, two? Am I watching just one TV show a day, and it's maybe on this platform, and then the other two or three platforms I'm not even using them? Well, there you go. We can cancel those TV platforms and save some money, and that's why this categorizing the expenses is so important, because we are able to realize that we are spending money on things that we shouldn't, and so that way we can save some money, and at the end of the month we can have some extra money there that will help you with our next thing. So yeah, it is very important to do this, and yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. So there's some more steps, more ingredients for this booster sauce, and I will be talking about those other things, those other ingredients in another video. So thank you so much for coming to check this one out, and good luck with everything. Until next time, go out there and better your life.